The worst thing about vacations is when they end, okay? And unfortunately, our vacation is now at an end and we're back to reality. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I am getting back to a routine, resetting, unpacking, doing lots of laundries, grocery haul, and all the good stuff so that we can get back into our normal lives. And while I do that, I'm going to be sharing with you about our wonderful cruise vacation that we had this summer. I was determined that this was going to be an unforgettable summer for my kids and I. So when that tax refund hit the bank, I was ready, okay? I jumped online and booked us a room on the Royal Caribbean Independence of the Seas cruise, okay? And from then on, we just counted those days, okay, until our first ever cruise. I had never been on a cruise before, neither had my kids. So my impression of a cruise was that it was just for old people. You know, I could not understand what people did on the boat the whole day. You know, how were they getting themselves entertained? How was the food? All of that, all of those questions I wanted answers to. And I definitely got some really good answers when we finally got on the cruise. And by the way, guys, I do have a vlog for this that's going to be coming up soon. So just stick around for that. I just thought I would share this video and just talk to you a little bit about our experience and then show you the actual experience, I guess. Think of it like reading the book before watching the movie. Our vacation actually started in Miami, Florida. That is where we were going to be getting on the ship from. So we actually got there at least a day early just to make sure that we didn't miss the cruise. And then also, we also wanted to do a little bit of exploring in Miami before we went on our vacation. This was actually our first time in Miami as well. And that was an experience in itself. Miami is not Denver. Miami is not Denver, okay? I have been in in America, I would say, for about 17 going on 18 years now, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I've only lived in Colorado. I have visited New York once, and I visited, I think it was Idaho or Ohio, some of those other places. But this was my first time ever going to like a big city like Miami, and I was shocked. Okay, I was shocked. Denver doesn't have any oceans, and Miami is just covered. Okay, I was so impressed, yo. I mean, just from the airplane, I was like, oh my gosh, is this where we are? Miami is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I really want to go back there again just to visit Miami by itself and without going anywhere else. I just want to go and just explore really well. But we had a wonderful time there. We stayed really close to the beach and to the port at Hilton Miami downtown, and it was just a great experience. Like, we really enjoyed it. We actually ended up going on a millionaire's boat tour, which is where you kind of take a boat and ride around the island that a lot of those millionaires, have homes in. So that was really nice. We got to see a lot of those, all of those celebrity homes and whatnot. And then we just kind of toured around in Miami. So it was a wonderful experience. I really loved Miami. I want to go back there so bad. I just really, really enjoyed it because it was a wonderful experience. And then so we stayed there for about a day, and then we finally got on the cruise, and my goodness, that was just, oh my gosh, I was just taken back the moment we got on it. The ship is huge, absolutely huge. And I could not believe my eyes. Like, what? We're here. This is happening. Like, I cannot believe this. The ship it was just breathtaking. There were a lot of things in there, so many different activities, so many different levels and rooms, and I just couldn't believe it. Like, I never knew that this is what happens on a cruise. But yeah, we were just absolutely taken back by the first impression, just getting on it, exploring, seeing what they have to offer. All of that was just absolutely breathtaking. But guys, as you've already seen, I started the process of unpacking and getting the laundry started. And now I'm going to go and run a few errands here. I had to get my car cleaned. I needed to do an oil change. And then you'll also see a clip of me doing groceries as well, because we didn't have a lot of things when we got back. So I ended up doing groceries after I got back home after work. So you'll notice that what I'm wearing in that clip is like what I usually wear for work. But as I said earlier in this video, the worst thing about vacation is when they end and when you have to come back home. That's like the hardest part, because you have all of these memories of this wonderful place that you were in, and then now you're back and you have to deal with the reality of things. And it's just but we can't really live in vacation forever, can we? We have to come back to reality at some point. Okay, the grocery haul for this week, guys. Starting here, we have the veggies, some radishes, spinach, and then the fruits that I usually get, honestly: strawberries, pineapples, bananas, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, kiwi, some salad tomatoes, gala apples. We also grabbed some mangoes, baby carrots, and then the Caesar salad. I also grabbed this bread, some eggs. I told you guys in another video that I wanted to make milkshakes, and I still haven't made them yet. But now I have everything that I need, which include these cherries that we love for snacking, and also on the milkshake. And then some peanut butter. My son loves this Buzz. He's already opened it. I love this ice cream, so I grabbed those. We also got some whipped cream, and then hot dogs, but I forgot the hot dog buns, of course, sprinkles for the milkshake, lime juice, honey, and my kids love this. I've talked about it before. The Lunchables. We got some tomato sauce, some olive oil, some Chick-fil-A sauce, dumplings, which we love, steak. This time I only got one. Usually I like to get two, but I realized that two is now too much for us, so we're just doing one. I haven't gotten rice cakes in a long time, so I want to make this for snacks. You can have them with some mashed avocados on top. You can also do rice cakes with peanut butter or some sort of nut butter and some bananas. It's a really great snack option. Cilantro here. And then from Trader Joe's, I grabbed this here butter bread. I've talked about this too many times. One thing that I hate about this is that it really expires very quickly. Like, this is only going to be like 2 days, and it's big. They didn't have the small ones. So my kids are going to be eating a lot of bread. And then we got some cucumbers. I've already talked about this a lot of times, but that brie cheese and the apricot preserves. But this is how we're rocking. I haven't been buying a lot of meats because I have a lot of meats in the fridge and freezer that I'm trying to get rid of. So mostly it's just produce and fruits and veggies. I'm going to go ahead and put this away. And also, I wanted to do a bit of a meal prep. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, but we'll see. Once we were on the cruise, after being in awe of how great and impressive it was, we did a tour of the place. We found our room. I did not know our room was going to be as big as it was, but it was actually pretty big and spacious. So I actually went on this trip with my mom and my 2 kids. I booked a balcony room, and so we were able to, have a balcony where we could sit outside and see the ocean as we were, going by. And so the room was actually, it had one bed and like a a couch that kind of turned into a bed as well. And one thing that I loved about this is that every single day our beds were made, our towels were replaced every single day. Oh my goodness, I miss that so much. Okay, just getting out of the room to go and do your excursions and fun activities, and then coming back to a clean room, new towels. It was just a wonderful experience in all. One of the things that I really, really enjoyed about this trip was that all of the different workers were very, very friendly. You know how sometimes you can go to a place, whether it's a restaurant, and you kind of feel like you're bothering the servers. When you ask them for something, it feels like you're bothering them because they give you an attitude. There was no attitude at all with the people that worked there, and I really appreciated them so much. They cleaned our rooms, they picked up after us. All we had to do is just eat and then go. They cleaned up our messes every time, and they did it with smiles on their faces. They were eager to help, and I just really loved that. Like, I was just so taken back by that. Just that interaction with, they don't seem like they're being forced to be there, or that they want to be somewhere else, that they are happy to be there. They are happy to serve us and to help us and to take care of us. Like, I really loved that part of the cruise. It just made everything so much more enjoyable. Every single day when we went to eat, we ate. They had two different dining options. You could eat at an official dining area where you sat down, you get dressed up, you sit down, they bring the food to you. And then they also had another option called the Windjammer, where it was a buffet style eating. So you go there for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you can serve yourself whatever that they're offering. Every single time we went to the Windjammer, there was a lady there. Sometimes there was a guy as well who was playing a guitar, and every single time, I kid you not, they would sing every time we came there to eat. And it would be the song would be like, washy washy, wash your hands, but it would be like a fun version of that, like washy washy, no washy, no eaty kind of thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just loved that. I loved that so much. It was so fun. And you just felt so welcome every single time. It was amazing. I just loved it. So there was like a washing station, right as you're entering the Windjammer. So you would come in, they would be there singing to you, wash your hands, and you wash your hands, and then you go in and start serving yourselves. But I really enjoyed it. The food was amazing. Okay, I was taken aback by that as well. They had a wide selection of meals, and with the buffet, it was just all you can eat. And of course, I had some restrictions, but it was still really, really amazing. The selection was great. Now, other than those two dining options, they also served foods at different areas within the ship. They had foods by the pool. You could get fish and chips at any time that the pool was open. They also had ice cream on tap the whole day. You could just go and get ice cream at any time while it was open. You can get as much ice cream as you want. Oh my gosh, I missed that too. But you can get ice cream as much as you want. They also, whenever we went to the different excursions, they also had food there, except for Mexico. When we went to Cozumel, Mexico, there wasn't any cruise provided dining options. But with the Bahamas stop, they did have a place where we could eat. So we grabbed some food there while we were swimming and whatnot. But the food was 10 out of 10. The service was 100 out of 10. Absolutely enjoyed that. The ship itself was just amazing. Of course, as I've already said, I was just impressed. They had so many different things you could do. Like, from one area, you had people in a bar listening to music. You had another area where there was a guy playing piano. They had casinos. They had arcades. They have spas, fitness rooms. I was just like, oh my goodness. 5 days was not enough at all. As I said before, this was your little read the book before watching the movie, a little bit of a taste of the vlog that I'm going to be releasing in a few days. So stay tuned for that. If you did like this video, leave me a like and a comment down below letting me know what you think. If you've been on a cruise, let me know your experience down below. I would love to read about it. But guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll be seeing you on the next one very, very soon.